No one plays like Usa, no one slurps like Usa, no one sleeps in her bed all comfy like Usa. As a doggo, she might be intimidating. No one's as cute as Usa. Hello everyone and welcome in. We are doing another Disney doll review, and this time we are going to be going over Gaston from the latest Disney designer Masquerade series. Now before we get into this hunk of a man, if he had a better personality. But anyways, before we get into this review, I do want to take a moment to thank all of my current subscribers who have supported me on my channel. And if you are new to my channel and you like the content, whether it be the gaming or the collection reviews, hit that subscribe button. If you're here just enjoying the vibes, hit the like button. It really helps out my channel, and I'm greatly appreciative for you even viewing this content or my content. Now, we are going to be reviewing the designer collection of 2024 from the Disney Store, also known as Shop Disney. But then they went back to Disney Store, so I don't know why they ended up going. Never mind, that's a whole story on its own. But we are going to be reviewing the Gaston doll, and him and Alice are the only two that I'm going to be getting out of this collection. I'm going to request Ariel as a Christmas gift, so if I do get her, expect a review probably end of the year of her. But I'm going to be skipping her because she is going to be coming out with a 17-inch doll that I definitely want, and I ended up getting the Mattel Creations Ariel doll. So I know, Ariel is my number one, but money, oh my gosh, I don't have money, so I have to pick and choose, and they don't make a lot of Gaston Limited Edition dolls, so I had to get this. Now, without further ado, let's go into my doll room so we can take a closer look at this hunk of a man. All right, so here we are in the collector doll room, and we are going to take a look at Gaston, and we're going to start with the box, and we're going to do it at a very high level because it's exactly the same as Alice. We get the gold foils along the borders of this box. It is a shade of purple with that kind of translucent feel. The back of the box, we have that same curtain light effect with the gold foil stars. We have a description. If you'd like to pause and read here, you may, for Gaston. We have that ribbon tie in the back, which, I mean, I don't really care for these boxes with the ribbons. And then we have the great artwork by Steve Thompson with Gaston there, giving his kind of aesthetic like he's too good for us with his hair slicked back and all that other stuff. And on the front of the box, we get the gold foils, like I mentioned. We have the clock design on the desk cover. We have Gaston's name and the limited edition. The background is exactly the same as Alice's, with a blue kind of background with the gold foil stars. It's not too much of a difference, except of course it caters more to Gaston. Now looking at Gaston closer, these dolls do come with their own stands as always. But with Gaston, we're going to start with his shoes. His shoes are boot shoes, and they are black and brown. But what I love about this shoe is that we have the distressing of the boot. We have the mold ripples or folds that you see in the boot. We have the distressing of the boot on the top and the black part, which gives that kind of like he's been wearing them a lot. The back does slip off. It is opened, but you can't really tell with the cape and all that. And if you do, keep it in the box. But I really like the paint job of the boots and the details that they added. Now moving up to the trousers. The trousers are like a suede material, I guess. It's very soft, has the light brown, dark brown stitching on it. There too. And at the bottom of his trouser cuffs, we have these gold plastic circle molded pieces here that tie in with the outfit, which we'll get into in a little bit, where you'll see where they're tied in. As we make our way up, we are going to look at his top and his belt. Let's start with the belt first. The belt is a pleather-like material. It is two, it seems like, that ultimately go into the Velcro where you can put on. He has a belt buckle, which is gold, and then that's pretty much the belt. Looking at the top is a great quality. It's very thick. It's very, as you say, I would probably say this is what a collector doll should have their material made out of. I'm going to give you a closer look at the inside. The inside, we have multiple fabric layers here, and it looks like they're sewed in together. It's very thick and nice and sturdy to the feel. On the front, we get the golds on the borders and collars. What I do love is that they added embroidery into this top. We have the gold embroidery, we have the maroon red embroidery on the cuffs, and also the neckline. And then we also have that gold stitching on one side of his. It's just a very nice quality top that you would want to see in limited edition Disney dolls or limited dolls in general. We don't like the print, but we get that same gold plastic buttony feel. Like I said, ties in with the trousers. We get it on the buttons and also on his collars, and he has a little popped collar there as well, giving, of course, that preppy Gaston back in the day vibe. Now, we're gonna also look at Gaston's mold before we get into the standout piece. So his mold, he has this built physique. I love that they gave him this physique. He's more muscular than maybe his classic doll that they had of him, which he was like really scrawny. But he has this muscular build. He has chest hair, which I am totally shocked that Disney added chest hair on a doll. I mean, Gaston has chest hair in the film, so I'm just shocked that they added that detail in this doll, and I love it. It's on par to what I would want Disney to have done for a limited edition Gaston doll. And it also peeks out through his kind of shirt here. It's not too out, but it's just like here's a little peek of my chest hair, women or men. I don't know. Who knows? Gaston can go both ways, right? But anyways, enough of his build. We're gonna go on to his cape. And his cape is probably my favorite out of the standout features of this doll. We have a thick cape. It is bordered with this faux-like fur. It has this jewel, a red gem onto it with these attachments that kind of like tie in to hold on. Like we have this chain-like structure here, and I love that it's an actual chain. There's links to it. It's not a plastic mold. It's not plastic. I love that. And then we have a thick gold rope that crosses over, and it has a dangling kind of I keep forgetting what those dangling things are called. It's like on top of the cap of a graduation cap. I forget what they're called. Let me know in the comments below, because I don't know if I'm gonna put it in there. But I love that they also have a mold of this kind of brooch here that's holding it in of beasts. I love they tied that in. Great job, Disney. Whoever designed this doll. Well, Steve Thompson did the artwork, so I'm guessing they built the doll off of his artwork. So anyways, great job. And then the whole border, like I said, has this faux fur on it, but it is bordered also with this gold-like embroidery. And on the inside, you get this nice maroon purpley, silky fabric, and it's really nice. And then on the back, you get that suede, like red maroon color. It's a little more red than the inside, but it is so beautifully done. The borders that stitch in the gold, and then we have that gold embroidery of a stag right there. it all beautifully works and is meshed together. And then also on his sleeve of this cape, it is also embroidered there too. And I love that they added that. And I think if I had to choose or nitpick, I would say I wish there was more embroidery on the cape, but it's still a neat design. Now, we're gonna move up to Gaston's face, and his face, it's so well done. We have the mold of his facial structure, cheekbones, jawline, his nose. It is just so good. The print job is really nice too on the eyes and the eyebrows. He's giving that cocky look like, ha ha ha, I'm Gaston, aren't I beautiful? And yes, you are Gaston, but you need a better attitude. But overall, I love this face and the mold. They did a really great job, and you can even see the shadowing above on the eyes with the gradient. It's very subtle, but it does overall tie it in, and it's really well done. Now looking at Gaston's hair, his hair is rooted, and that was my main, or one of my main factors in buying this doll. If it wasn't rooted, I wasn't going to really want him, but I love that it is rooted. We have the Widow's Peak. It doesn't have a lot of product in it, if any, and it has kind of like the hairs coming out, and I think the product would have helped it, but I do like that Disney didn't add product to it. It is in his signature hairstyle. He has a ponytail in the back, and it's tied in with that kind of not a burlap, but more like a suede rope kind of feel, which is also tied in with the mask, which we'll get into lastly. But that's pretty much his hair. Now, looking at his mask, the mask overall is just a great touch. I think, for me, I like that it's a stag or some kind of deer. I'm guessing a stag. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that I don't know my deers, okay? But I think it would have been nice if it was maybe even Beast. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna make a Beast in the future, and he's gonna have that. Who knows? But the mask is really good. I like that it's different from the Alice doll to where it doesn't have like a stand. It has more of an elasticy back where you can just put it over his head. There are these details in the mask which I really love, and that it's a big mask with the big horns. I love that. The only thing that I don't really care for is these kind of suede like rope things that are coming down each side. I think it could have dealt without those. But overall, I mean, I guess they wanted to tie it all in somehow with the brown. So maybe that was their idea. But that's pretty much Gaston all in all. Now, I'm going to give you my ratings. Honestly, my wholehearted honesty, I give this doll, I'm going to give it, well, price-wise, you know what? I really, really want to give this doll a 10 out of 10. I really do. But the price tag, I feel like maybe if it was 120 instead of 149, 150, I feel like that would have made it a 10 out of 10. Great. I think with price tag involved, I would say a 9.5 out of 10. This is a really great doll compared to what Disney has been putting out, and the designer collection. I haven't gotten all of these designer dolls, so compared to other male dolls, I really like the details that they added. The quality of fabric choices that they have in here is really great. You can tell that it is a nicer fabric than kind of like a papery or one fabric there. They added multiple layers to this doll, and it is just really well done in my opinion. And I suggest that if you're looking for a Gaston doll, that you should go with this one. He may go on sale, who knows? But I think it is worth it. Yeah, maybe a little bit of discount would make it more worth it, but I think it's definitely a great collector doll, and the quality overall is really well done. Now, that's just enough about me and talking about Gaston because it's gonna go to his ego. So let's go ahead and go back to my computer room so we can close out this video. And that was my review on the limited edition Disney designer Masquerade series of Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. Let me know your thoughts on this doll review. If you were able to get him, he's still available on Disney Store's website. I'm not too sure if he'll go on sale or not, and if that's what you're waiting for, but I definitely think that this is one of the best dolls that Disney has done in this like 12-inch form. I believe 12-inch. Might be a little bit taller than a normal 12-inch doll. But anyways, I digress. He is definitely one of the best dolls that have come out in a smaller version other than the 17 inches in my opinion. And all the details really well done. And Gaston doesn't have that many dolls like I mentioned. So I'm glad that they actually did him justice, you know? And I don't know if this designer line is going to continue because it's not as popular as it was when it first came out with the princesses back here, back in 2011. That's when the designer series first started, but I don't know. I really want them to do the wedding designer series. I saw artwork of an Ariel wedding designer doll, and I think that would be a great addition to the designer line and probably pick it back up from, you know, the downhill it kind of went. With Alice, we kind of saw a spike because she sold out, but I think that was due to scalpers, sadly. But I don't know, this set might go on sale. I don't see it as popular as it once used to be, but curious as to your thoughts. Do you like the designer line? Do you like Gaston? Is there just too many dolls coming out right now that you can't get him, or you have to pick and choose? Kind of like me, I have to pick and choose, and I picked and choose him and Alice, and I skipped Ariel. And then there's all these other dolls coming out from Monster High, Bratz, whatever. All of them! I'm going crazy and broke. Nobody's getting Christmas presents. Just kidding, they'll still get Christmas presents. But anyways, I appreciate you coming in, and as always, I hope you have a great day, a great night, wherever you're at today. And remember to stay kind to yourself. Simply Rye, out.